Good morning, student. Myself Anup Kumar, and it is my fifth video of this chapter, chapter 7, factorization. And our today topic is to explain method of factorization when quadratic trinomial is given. In previous class, we have already discussed that if any trinomial is given and if that expression are based on any identity, then we will use identity to factorize that expression. Okay, but if any trinomial is not based on any identity, then how to factorize that expression? Okay, students, so let's see now. So factorization of quadratic trinomials, let's see at first method. Okay, now if we will say that expression is in the form of x square plus px plus q, okay, and where x is the variable and p and q are constant term, then in this case what we will do, we will find two numbers a and b. We have to find two numbers a and b such that a plus b should be equal to p and a into b should be equal to q. Okay, so we can say that x square plus px plus q is equal to x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. Or if you will factorize this expression, then you will get x plus a into x plus b. Okay, students, now after that, now so example is, let's see first question. Now we have to factorize x square plus 13x plus 40. Okay, students, so here at first we will write the expression that the given expression is x square plus 13x plus 40. Now we have to find two numbers whose sum will be 13 and the product will be 40. Okay, and so to find that number, we will find the product prime factor of 40, product of prime factor of this 40. Okay, it means the constant term. So sum is 13 and product is 40. No, now all the possible product of factor of 40, we will find the product of factor of the constant term only. So we can say that product of 40 will be 1 is 1 into 40, 1 into 40, and second 2 into 40, third 4 into 10, fourth 5 into 8, because after that you will take 8 into 5, which will be equal to 5 into 8, same. So we will not repeat that. Okay, now we have to see that which two numbers, product of two numbers, if we will add these two numbers, then if it will be 13, then we will take that number. So 1 plus 40, 41, not equal to 13. So we can't take this number. Now 2 into 20, 22. It means we can also not take this number. Now 4 plus 10, 14. Not take. Now 5 plus 8, 13. Yes. So the two numbers will be what? 5 and 8. So clearly such numbers are 8 and 5. Then what we will do? After that we will get 8 and 5. It means the sum of 8 and 5 is 13. But here you can see with 13 there is x. So we can write 8 and 5. 13x. We can write 13x as 8x plus 5x. 8x plus 5x. Okay, so here you can see that here we have written. Now remove the bracket, outside plus sign, then no sign will change. Now here you can see that all the terms in pair are in pair, one pair and one two pair. Now we have to find the prime factor, that is common factor of x square and 8x. Here you can see in x square there is no constant term and 8x there is only constant term. So here you can see that we can't take any constant term as a common. So we will take a variable. Now x square and x, it means we can take one x common. Okay, so we will write x and x plus 8. Okay, now here we will take 5x plus 40 constant term 5 as a common, then here x and here 8 common, because 5 into x 5x and 5 8 is 40. Now here you can see that x plus 8 and x plus 8 both are common binomial, so we will take common binomial and then leftover value we will write in bracket. It means x and plus 5. Okay, so that is the product of this number. Okay, students, now Now this time we have to factorize x square minus 13x plus 36. Okay. So again at first here you can see that given expression is x square minus 13x plus 36. Now we have to find two numbers whose sum is minus 13. We will see with the sign also. We will write the value with sign. So whose sign will be minus 13 and product will be 36. Then we have to find two numbers, okay, whose sum will be minus 13. Okay, and we have to take the product of 36. Okay, product of prime factor of 36. So we can write minus 1 into minus 36, because here it will be, you can see that it will be minus sign. Minus sign should be there if at first here you can see 36. So in 36 there is no minus sign. It means if there is no minus sign, it means if we have to take that factor which has both plus or both minus. Both plus we cannot take, because if you will take both plus, then you will not get minus 13. You will not get sign minus. So we will take both minus. Okay. So minus 1 into minus 36. Then minus 2 into minus 18, 36. Minus 3 into minus 12, 36. Minus 4 into minus 9, 36. And minus 6 into minus 6, minus 36. After that, all repeat. So after adding the numbers, you will see that we will get minus 13 or not. If you will add minus 1 minus 36, you will get minus 37. It means it will not. Now minus 2 minus 18, minus 22. Okay. So it is also not. Now minus 3 minus 12, it will be minus 15. So this one will be also not. It means these two, these are not, these are not, these are also not. Now minus 4 minus 9, minus 13. Yes, it will be. It means we can take this number. It means minus 4 and minus 9 are such numbers. Okay. So clearly such numbers are minus 4 and minus 9. Now we can write minus 38x as minus 4x minus 9x. It means we can write minus 13x as minus 4x minus 9x. Okay. So minus 9x minus 4x. Okay. And x square, same we will write. 13x 6, same we will write. Only we will convert minus 13x as minus 9x and minus 4x. Now here you can see that now two terms are in pair and again two terms are in pair. So we have to find the common factor between these two terms. So it will be x, and here also if you will see that minus 4 will be the common factor. Okay. So at first x, then x minus 9 will left. Now if you will take minus outside, 4 also outside. So if you will take minus outside, then and if you are closing the bracket, then sign will also change. Now 4 also you have taken common. So 4 you have taken common, then x will left only. So minus 4x will be only x, because 4 had already taken. Now plus will be minus. Now divide 36 by 4, you will get 9. So here you can see that x minus 9 and x minus 9 both are common. So we will write x minus 9 as common and x minus 4 leftover value in bracket also. So this is our factor of this expression. Now, so students, let's see another expression, another question. Now x square minus 22x plus 117. Again we will write the expression. Okay. Now we have to find the number whose sum will be minus 22 and product will be 117. Okay. So what will be the prime factor of 117? Again here you can see that minus sign is in sum. It means again minus minus will take, because here plus also. So we have to take that number which if you will multiply, then minus minus plus, and if you will add, then you will get the minus sign also. Okay. Now minus 3 in plus minus 3 plus 39 will be what? Minus 3 minus 39 will be minus 42. So it will not the factor. Now minus 9 plus minus 9 plus minus 13 will be minus 22. So we can say that this number we can take. It means minus 9 and minus 13. Okay, so we can write minus 22x as minus 9x and minus 13x. Okay, so here we will write minus 9x and minus 13x. Now here you can see that x square minus 9x is the first group and minus 13x plus 117 in second group. So we have to find the common factor in between these two numbers. So x will be common, then x minus 9 will left. Okay, and if you will take minus sign outside, 13 also you have taken. So minus 13 we have taken out. So x will left only. Now minus also taken out. So plus will be minus. Now 39 is 117. So 9 we will take out here. So now here you can see x minus 9 common and x minus 13 is leftover value. So we can write it like x minus 9 and x minus 13. Okay students. So I hope that you all have understood. Now let's see another question. Now this time m square plus m minus 12. At first we will write the given expression as m square plus m minus 12. Now we have to find the number whose sum is here. You can see in between there is only variable, no constant term. So if there is no constant term, it means there is 1. It means plus 1. Sign is plus. So we can say that plus 1. Plus 1 will be the sum and minus 12 will be the product. Okay. So here minus 12 we will get. It means if you are finding in the product of the factor of minus 12, then in this case one number should be minus and one number should be plus. It means 12. We can say 4 into 3, 12. Okay, we can say that 4 into 3 equal to 12. 4 into it is the one factor also. Now in which number we will write minus sign. At first here you can say sum will be plus 1. So sum will be plus 1 if we will write minus sign over a smaller number. If we will write minus sign over the bigger number, then the value will be, because 4 plus minus 3, 4 plus minus 3 will be what? Plus 1. But if you will add minus 4 plus 3, then in this case you will get minus 1. But here only plus 1. It will, we will put minus sign on the smaller number only. So the product of 12 will be 12 into minus 1, 6 into minus 2, 4 into minus 3. It means we will put minus sign over only the smaller number. In 12 and minus 1, 1 is smaller, so we will write minus sign over minus 1, then minus 2 and then minus 3. Now 12 plus minus 1, it will be what? 13. Okay, so sorry, 11. So it will not the factor. Now 6 plus minus 2 will be 4. No, it will also not number. 4 plus minus 3 is equal to 1. So this one will be our number. So clearly such numbers are 4 and minus 3. So we can write plus m as 4m and minus 3m. Minus 3m. We will write m plus m is equal to 4m minus 3m. Okay, and everything will same, m square, then plus 4m minus 3m. Here instead of plus m we will write plus 4m minus 3m. And now here you can see that m square plus 4m is the first group and 3 minus 3m minus 12 is the second group. So what is common between m square and plus 4m? No constant term is common, only variable is common. So variable m is common, so m plus 4 is left. Now here minus 3 we have taken out, so sign will also change, and 3 we have taken out, and only first term m left. Now 3 4 are 12, so 4 left, and instead of minus there will be plus sign. Okay, because minus is outside. Now here you can see that m plus 4 and m plus 4 both are common. Okay, and m minus 3 is leftover value. So we can write m plus 4 and m minus 3 as a common factor. Okay students, so I hope that you all have clearly understood it. Okay, students, so thank you.